Good morning. Salot ina kuyi da taligale te gabin dana dit bedorlia rinzu. And good morning. Salot ina edlarot bedun zinige Dene Yati podcaster with Dana Dlila morning. Good morning. And see Willis Janvier who shaped in Taylor's tours in La Loche, Saskatchewan. Clearwater River Dene Nation band member the history and dun zinige se Quinn Treaty 4 territorials in oil huntati daza. So hello to Neil and Dogo see a comment of Neil. It's always good to see I direct see good doing zinik no by so I guess it didn't reach out to Johnny at the over the last actually time not just under COVID only there's in 2020 something like that but you know Talking Stick Juliet is an app bagaya iltinio and Cecile Mckay Juliet no hal Juliet at ubit or au Eddie Habit or au dena au and it's mental health base dena halia tiha na bahana liende the tabalian it's all anonymous so this is information podcast here this morning. So, welcome. Good morning, Derek, Atlanta, and Cheryl Sade. Share the video. Dennis to see it. You never know what it's in Nyazi just by sharing it. And then okay, hey, instead one of the things I always see is the other day myself I had to deal with it personally Facebook then babahonel and das nias and that deal so um we all buried the end Torlio, one way or another. Next sense, huh? And see the gotta go through that stuff. Doing zinige questions, what's in it, or Johnson or Kura. And banlai tot ina ya tias under Cecile Mckay Hulia. Coach Choi's out nila. I thought Ataka Cooper's out in the Senegal, Coach Choi's out in so yeah, the bonul deal and questions, what's in it, and Daru Johnson. Well, here we go. We're gonna bring her in, and we'll get this going here. Good morning, Cecile. Dlanate, how are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, good, Nazun. Well, I want to thank you for joining me here this morning, and I just ask you to introduce yourself for our listeners here this morning.
My name is Cecile Mckay. I'm originally from Buffalo Narrows, Saskatchewan. I'm part of the Canoe Lake Cree Nation, and I work for Talking Stick. Good morning, Julian.
That's good stuff. One of the things is over the last few years, I was seeing. Is it 3 years? Maybe two, but it doesn't really matter now. The effects of it still continues, and I think this is a good way. We're always on our phones, and maybe tell us a bit about what Talking Stick is and how it works.
Okay, so Talking Stick is app. It's Indigenous peer support, one-to-many anonymous support network. So it's an anonymous chat platform. It connects Indigenous individuals to cultural-based support and confidential conversations. And it's just, we go with the theme, Every Voice Matters.
Okay. What do you mean by cultural base? Supports or a lot through an app. Is that difficult to do, or what kind of ways are you helping people?
Okay, so we hired peer advocates for across Saskatchewan from every community. So we right now we have about 70 peer advocates who are on the other end of that app, that chat app, and we're in the next 45 days we're going to have all 7 languages. Right now we have English and Plains Cree, but we're working to have Dene as well. We have elders, youth, we have veterans, a little bit of everything on the other end of that chat app. So they have all the cultural based support that's out there for anyone in their communities. So they'll have all those resources for anyone who needs those.
Good stuff. You kind of have it diverse in a way to be able to accommodate everybody. Who's one of the things is I know the strategy you said is hope is not a strategy. And what is the plan with Talking Stick and getting that support out there?
Well, our goal is just to be listeners. We're just wanting the compassion, helping our people feel confident and listened to, being able to chat about mental health issues, about vaccine hesitancy, violence and anger, isolation, all that depression, everything like that. We want our people to be able to feel comfortable knowing that this chat is anonymous. We never know who you are. We'll never know who you are. We don't keep any of the data. It's all gone, disappears. Like if anyone has Snapchat and you see the chat disappears after you're done, that's exactly how this is. All you do is go on there, say what you have to say, and you have somebody to talk to 24/7.
hmm
Yeah.
and that's very important too. You touch on that. Tell us a bit of how important it is that you get that message across that it's anonymous and it goes away. But as an Indigenous person, a lot of it as Indigenous people, we have trust issues. And especially if you're from a small community, myself too,
Mm-hmm.
and and yourself too from the north, that people might think, okay, word is going to get around. How can Talking Stick guarantee that it's not going to get around, and how important is it to really emphasize on the privacy?
Yeah. So, when you log on, it's a really easy log on, and we'll show you at the end how to get on there. But you get to choose who you get to talk to. So you get to see the peer support person. Like when you log on, you get to see who you get to chat with. You can choose whether it be in your community or another community, but they're all across Saskatchewan. So if you're not comfortable with talking, say it is someone in your community, you're not comfortable talking with that person, go choose from another community. And then when you do, it just says guest. It shows no names, no anything. And when they do offer supports, like they'll offer supports in the community that you chose. So say they chose someone in, Canoe Lake, and I go on and I say, well, we have supports in Canoe Lake, or we have this cultural camp that's in Canoe Lake, and they can state, well, can you find me something in Saskatoon? So then we'll go into the urban setting and we'll find them something in Saskatoon. But mostly we don't give advice, we listen, and confidentiality is key. And keeping them anonymous is key. We never keep any of your information. At the very end, it asks the person if they would like to leave some feedback. And so far, we've got nothing but positive feedback for our peers.
hmm Good stuff. Good stuff. And uh, tell us about just you made a good point there. How important it is to not share any of this information, but also to let me find the right word here. When it comes to mental health and talking to people, just to simplify everything. It maybe you're not giving advice or anything, but to be heard. To be heard when you just, like I said earlier, putting it on Facebook or something. That's kind of the same thing, but this is all anonymous. And to be heard out, how important is that to do?
It's very important because our peer advocates are trained. We do have a counselor on our team that trains all of our peer advocates in supportive listening skills. So all we do is listen. We don't give advice. We don't tell them how to do it. But like sometimes we'll relate to the guest. If they're having a really rough night, And or because we do have we've had people who can be suicidal or wanting to hurt themselves, and you just listen to them, and sometimes that's all a person needs. Like you said on Facebook, you see so many people writing and saying, oh, if I had someone to talk to right now, or I wish I had someone to talk to. Well, now they do. All they have to do is download that app and they have that person. And we will never, nothing will ever go anywhere because we don't know who that person is. Like we can't see you, we can't hear your name, we can't, like people said, why don't you do a phone one? Well, no, because then it breaches that confidentiality. We now know, where it's coming from. This way, we have no clue where it's coming from. Nowhere. So it's all strictly, a safe space to be heard and listened to. And the other big thing is it's ours. It's Indigenous people for Indigenous people. It belongs to no one else. This app is the first of its kind ever. And for Indigenous people by us, it's ours, something that's finally belongs to us. So, let's use it.
Yeah. And where can people go to download this app?
So you can go to either of your, like to the Play Store or to the App Store and download it. And it's on Talking Stick Indigenous or My Talking Stick .app is the other one.
Good stuff. Good stuff, Cecile, and I know we've touched a lot of the things, about Talking Stick. And how long has it been going?
We've just started. We just went live May 30th. And already since May 30th, we have about 350 chats, which is a great number, like it's a lot of 350 people that needed to talk to somebody and have felt comfortable talking to someone, in a completely safe environment.
Yeah, and that's very important too as well. All of these things when it comes to mental health, it's very, you can't stress it enough. We all feel it as Indigenous people. It's always going around, and if I know there's some job you need Dene people for sure. And where can people reach out or apply to be a part of Talking Stick?
So basically, they can send an email to myself, and it's Cecile at tricycledata.com, or my info at talkingstick.com. Info at talkingstick.com. They can ask for more information, and we will direct them to the right page to fill out a quick application form, and then they can go from there. Yeah.
Good stuff. It's always one of the things I always found too that this will be. I work at a detox. It's over a year ago, and a couple of times I answered the phone, and the other person on the other line was Dene, so I was able to have a conversation with them, and and that makes them really comfortable. They know, and just to hear their language, and I hope to see Dene on there for sure.
And it will be, like I said, within the next 45 days, we're going to have all of them. Right now it's in like Plains Cree and English, and our elders, we want our elders to feel comfortable as well, right? And a lot of them need to be talking in their language. So it's going to be very helpful in the future.
So you mentioned elders there. So elders will be able to download this app, maybe, or are there any elders that are part of listening?
Yes, we do want more elders. Right now, we only have 2 elders on our app. We are definitely looking to get more elders. We have a lot of youth right now, and it's also a great thing because our youth need this app just as much as anyone else, right? So yeah, but we are looking for elders. So anyone out there knowing elders that needs, like it's a part-time job, it's part-time work. You do get a small pay for it, but it's also just makes you feel good to be able to give back to the communities.
Yeah, yeah. That's cool. One of the questions about some of the if you do, become a listener for the app, how does it work for somebody who signs up and then like, okay, because this could happen any time of day, right? And do you get a notification if it's in the middle of the night they want to talk to you? If they can't get a hold of somebody, is it like a shift thing, or is it just whenever is needed, you're there?
Yeah. So basically, anyone logs on when they want, but when they do log on, they have to be available. So any of our peer advocates, if you log on, you have to be available for minimum 1 hour and up to however long you want. So then they get a notification from a guest. And if a guest chooses someone in Canoe Lake and there's no one available in Canoe Lake, it'll pop up who is online, and then they can choose from any one of those people. Someone is always, most always available. I shouldn't say always right now, but most always somebody is available to chat.
Mm, mm,
Yeah.
good stuff. I heard about Talking Stick on the radio actually with through NBC, and now to be able to get this information to learn more about it. Hopefully, a lot of people download this app and they can use it. I think I think we've touched on everything, but if there's anything you feel you left out, I will leave it for you. But that's pretty much all I got for you there, Cecile.
Okay. So just about the hiring, again, we're really looking for people from, the Dene Nation. And so send in your applications. It's very, needed, much needed in the north and all through Saskatchewan. So let your elders know, your youth, your veterans, that we do need people.
Yeah. Do they have to be from Saskatchewan if they want to be, apply?
Yes, at this time it's only in Saskatchewan. We are working on building it and becoming across Canada. Right now, you have to be Saskatchewan. Like I said, we're the very first ones to ever have this kind of app and use it. So it is Saskatchewan based at this time.
Okay, community. Okay, no, I was just thinking like, if somebody wanted somebody to do it in Dene and another province, a person in another province can do that. You know what I mean? The kind of the focus on language and being able to do that, right? But that's cool. That's understandable. It will grow.
It will. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, once again, I want to thank you for joining me and sharing all this information with us, and wish you all the best. Hopefully, there's a lot of Dene people they sign up for this. So, masicho.
Thank you.
Alrighty, salot in a kuyi Cecile Mckay Adela Kochoits Antio, and their talking stick. Their mental health boss, every voice matters. Hinila. Information or in the info at talkingstick.com. But it's in maybe then it's in its own nini, then they apply and know that they're then haricht on ha, Tanta bona lende the then halial tier in the that's all you do. Burn audio out, make sure then aren't in it then on the sun, on the other end. Obviously chatting then aren't listening on it. Well, it'll be good, but just having Dennis Uslina on the other end as Stenar Silasi, it is very important, then I'm probably always gonna go back a million Jan Virzinik a video in like Dene Yati I han in a way ask at Nenzen, and it's probably the same thing, you know. Asalt asanyi. So then it's Nino Sunday info at talkingstick.com. Talking Stick at your Saskatchewan based app on the mental health boss. Then hell, there's 350 then that use this app over last March, April, May, June, July, 6 months, 5, 6 months. You know, it works, but or anla then in delon ho. So if you need someone to talk to, download the app Talking Stick at App Store to an online site. So with that, Masi Chona Hosim Salot in a I appreciate you all doing Zinega Noel Huntadu Cecile Mckay. Hope I didn't mess. But doing Zinega no Baralyan Lil. And over the next 2 days, Gabi will be headed to Beauval residential school and family gathering. So I'll be the MC Wednesday to Thursday. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm kind of nervous. I always get nervous at Jahita Hakole before, but we'll see you all there. I will have clothing available. I have lots right now. If you want to order it, you can mail it out. I gotta go run out and mail some out there this morning. But yeah, masi chona husim salat in a dunga bin sal huntadult. Yeah. Si Willis John via Hushe and Telas Tuazi Lalash, Saskatchewan, Clearwater River Dene Nation band member Hisley. And we're going live in the Treaty 4 territory. I hope masi chono baralyan